Tana, can you believe that it is December?
No, I can't. Or
It's
that
it's
2023 is right around the corner.
it's amazing. Another year has just come and gone so quickly because it's been such a full year and there's been a lot to celebrate. So I'm excited to have this little conversation with you to share with our members and partners and supporters who read Insights, our e-newsletter, and to talk about a little bit of the highlights to come. The issue features a lot of the things we did in 2022, but it's going to be another busy year in 2023. So just wanted to ask you, and we can get into more depth, but off the top of your head, what are a couple of the things that you're most excited about for 2023?
Well, we've got a lot of campaigns, a lot of trainings, a lot of public health issues we're working to spread awareness on. So, can you tell us a little bit about some of the campaigns that we've got coming up?
I can. We just launched the Washington State Sports Betting Responsible Gambling Awareness Campaign, and there's more to come. It launched in 2022, and that's one of the campaigns that will run into the next year because sports betting across the country is such a big issue. And Washington has its own impacts, its own model, which is different from other states. So we've got a lot more coming on that. I'm also really excited about some of the communities that we will be working with on awareness and outreach in the coming year. One of those is active duty military veterans and their families. We're really going to focus big on that for Problem Gambling Awareness Week in March 2023. And that's a huge issue in our state. There are more than 65,000 active duty and reserve members of the military in Washington. There's also a huge number, 520,000 veterans in our state. Add to that their families. This is a really important group of people for us to reach out to because we know that they are impacted negatively by gambling at a higher rate than the general public. And that not only impacts the individual, but the family member. So that's going to be an important, sometimes difficult, but really needed campaign that we'll be working on. Another area that I'm super excited about, we have, as you know, a number of community advisory committees who assist us at ECPG, and they bring a lot of incredible information, whether it's our Latinx Community Advisory Committee, our Recovery Community, our Asian Pacific Islander, or our Native American. And I want to highlight that one right now because we've been working, but I think 2023 will be the year that we will launch a very special Native American youth prevention program. And it's going to revolve around traditional storytelling and the arts and nature and how we use those tools and how they're specifically used in Native American culture as traditional healing practices. We'll be looking at traditional games and modern gambling games and how they differ, helping youth find the voices they have to really connect and share through story and arts and music and nature some prevention and healing practices. This has to come from the community itself. It has to come from the youth. It has to come from the adults working in programs with these youth. We can't do this on our own. So we're really thrilled to have some amazing members of the Native American communities, not only here on the Coast Salish tribes. We have Indigenous bands from Canada. We have some tribal members from Minnesota. It's going to be a wonderful combination of experts who work with youth who are going to help this program. So I'm really excited about those. And finally, it is way beyond time for us to be working on a reduction of stigma, how to fight stigma and reduce stigma around gambling. We know that society often sees people with gambling problems as a very certain type of person. The media has promoted a very negative feeling. Movies, television, books, stories often show a very haggard, irresponsible person. That's not what we want to show. Anybody can be impacted by gambling. We know that. And when we stereotype and add stigma, it makes even more barriers to seeking help for something that's already very difficult. So, those are just a few of the campaigns. I think the other thing we do really, really well is training and professional development. And you're so involved with that. Can you share some of the things that will be happening in 2023?
Absolutely. I'm really excited for several more self directed programs coming to our training menu. One is a title some people will recognize called Foundations in Gaming Disorder. It was previously offered as a 15-hour live webinar. It's gotten a major overhaul, it's doubled in size and gone fully self directed. So it is now going to be 30 hours self directed. It doesn't matter where in the world you sign in from, you can access that training program launching soon. Also, we'll have a new version of our previously launched Intro to Problem Gambling for Peer and Recovery Coaches. That is also, yes, I'm excited for this. That is also going to be expanded in hours and also on a self directed platform so that peer and recovery coaches who already are well versed and skilled in the mental health and substance recovery area can also get some training to help people struggling with problem gambling related issues if they're going to be seeing it in their work whether they get training on it or not. So this training is designed for that purpose, for their special skill set. Another will be for faith-based community groups, clergy, lay ministers, you name it, because again, they are one of the first access individuals that people may come to when they're struggling. And so this training is to help give them some knowledge and experience around problem gambling to integrate it into their faith-based communities. And another one, which is coming very soon that we've been working on since before the pandemic started, is 2 financial courses. One for financial specialists. This could be certified public accountants, credit counselors, things like this, finance experts to learn about problem gambling and get an endorsement. And eventually, if they agree to it, to be listed on our website as a directory, in a directory, so that professional counselors can have a finance expert to refer clients to who understand problem gambling and gambling disorder. And the other is for counselors. This could be mental health counselors, substance use counselors, gambling counselors, but to help them learn about finance and how to do financial therapy as a counselor and what's within their scope and when to refer to one of those financial specialists. So very excited for both of those courses to come out. Another huge training umbrella in its own right is our training that we offer to gaming industry experts, our responsible gaming staff training and resources program. And we've been getting a lot of requests this year for that are coming around next year. Maureen, can you tell them a little bit more about that one?
RG Star, as you said, Responsible Gaming Staff Training and Resources, has grown so much. And we are seeing a lot of interest from the gaming industry, whether that is tribal casinos, commercial casinos, the lottery, all sorts of gaming partners are coming forward because there's a real interest in not only training their staff, their frontline employees and supervisors on what they can do if a guest has a problem with gambling or comes forward and asks for either a voluntary self-exclusion opportunity or some sort of referral to resources. And we've got that really, really well covered in Washington and a lot more to come. What's exciting is this is turning more to a turnkey program where we can offer more of these trainings also either in person if desired, but also self-directed online. And when you're talking casinos in particular with thousands of staff members, that's really important. It's not always easy to pull your team off the floor to go take a training. So being able to do that on their own time and work toward the certification program is really important. So we're excited about the changes that are coming to RG Star in the next year. And of course, whether it's self-directed, online, live webinars, or in person, We will always offer an incredible array of trainings, whether it is our Focus on the Future conference, which will be early May 2023, our Four Directions conference, which will be held at Elane, hosted by the Cowlitz tribe this year in September 2023, or our quarterly trainings in the winter when the weather's bad. If you don't feel like heading out for an in-person training, that training will be virtual at the end of January, beginning of February. And then our summer quarterly, we always do someplace in Eastern or Central Washington. And so we're looking forward to being in Spokane for that next year. So much to offer. There's so much more to go into, but we don't have any more time. But I'm excited to celebrate the end of this year with you and the rest of the ECPG staff, and looking forward to 2023 and all of our partnerships who make all of these programs possible. Without our partners, we couldn't do the work we do. So any last
Agreed.
thoughts, Tana?
No, I think that about covers it. I'm ready for 2023.
All right. Happy New Year.